Jack, I did a search on the Big Shell. The tanker accident 2 years ago spilled a catastrophic amount of crude oil into the bay. The Big Shell is an offshore decontamination facility built to restore the Manhattan Bay environment by trapping and disposing the spilt oil. Around the perimeter of the Big Shell, oil fences were erected in order to protect against any further dispersal of the oil. You see those steeples erected here and there in the fence? Those are piles to draw up the polluted seawater. Gathered seawater is carried to the pump room in Strut A first, and all of the larger garbage is collected in sediment pool number 1 of Strut D. This is followed by a 2-step purification process in the Shell 2 core water reserve in which oil is removed by microbes. Then it is sent to Strut L and sterilized, and finally once again carried to the surface piles and flushed back into the bay.
Did the military database include information on the marine filtration facility's structure as well?
No, I didn't use the database.
Huh?
I used a brochure.
If the Big Shell explodes, massive quantities of chlorinated chemicals used in killing marine bacteria will go up in flames along with the crude oil. If that happens, expect a large amount of harmful chemical substances, including dioxins, to be released into the atmosphere. Dioxins are common nomenclature for polychlorinated dibenzodioxin and polychlorinated dibenzofuran. They are organic chloride compounds that are highly acute and toxic, and are powerful chemicals that can cause cancer, genetic disorders, and birth defects. On top of that, they do not decompose easily, nor dissolve in water, making it easy for them to accumulate within the bodies of living organisms. The environmental impact on the bay and coastal area ecosystem would be unfathomable. Environmental restoration would likely require several generations. That is why we cannot allow them to blow up the Big Shell. Ryden, you must disarm the C4. Ryden, Rosemary has some information to report.
I looked into Mr. Peter Stillman's file. Full name is Peter Stillman, known as Peg-Leg Peter. He is a legendary bomb disposal technician. He is also a longtime instructor at the Naval School Explosive Ordnance Disposal and a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad. But 5 years ago, he lost his leg in an accident, and since then, he hung up his gloves to focus on being a lecturer. He was called back into service because, as he said, he is the only explosive specialist who can stop Fat Man. Although no longer an active consultant, he is still without a doubt the #1 guy when it comes to disarming explosives. He should be very helpful to you.
Stillman, how you feeling?
All right. It's been a while since I've run, though.
Guess that means it's also been a while since you've run out of breath, huh?
Are you accusing me of something writing?
No, I didn't mean anything by it.
No, I should be condemned.
Wait, everybody makes mistakes.
But it's the reasons behind those mistakes that become the real issue.
What do you mean?
The reason that bomb exploded, and the reason that I was saved, is because I was confronted by fear and I couldn't handle it. Halfway through disposing of the bomb, I succumbed to that fear. And when I realized what was going on, I had turned around and was running away from the bomb. The one who paid the price, however, wasn't me. After I regained consciousness from the shock of the blast, the first thing that my eyes met were the corpses of children crushed under a pile of rubble.
Stillman.
Yet, what do you think I felt at that time? A sense of relief. Relieved that it wasn't me.
Oh.
That's not all. At the time, I was known as the top bomb disposal technician in the United States. Now, to someone like me, who had neither a wife nor children, that reputation was everything. I didn't want to lose it. That's why I lied about losing my leg. Ran away from the responsibility that was mine. Closed my eyes to the victims. Stirred up the sympathy of the public.
All right, Stillman, that's enough. For now, let's just worry about what we're going to do about Fat Man's bombs.
Yeah.
Ryden, don't ever turn your back on that Olga woman. Olga Gerlukovich, daughter of Colonel Sergei Gerlukovich, ex-GRU and former Spetsnaz commander. She's the leader of Colonel Gerlukovich's private army that's been wandering around the Big Shell. Those men were gathered by Colonel Gerlukovich. Following his death, she inherited his command and now exercises full control. Her father's name was widely respected throughout the old Soviet regime, and he was the goal of just about every military man.
Why would a respected soldier become a leader of those cutthroats?
The collapse of the Republic resulted in a lot of unemployed soldiers. Most found themselves suddenly cast out into the civilian world, hopelessly lost. The colonel took these men in. He organized a mercenary army and led his men from battle to battle in various disputed regions around the world, hoping that one day he would rebuild his homeland. Rumor has it that during the Shadow Moses incident, he planned a rendezvous with Liquid Snake's men and assist in their uprising. I assume that the revolt figured into his reconstruction plans for the Soviet regime. I also heard that Ocelot, Liquid's right-hand man, was an old friend of the colonel's back in the old days of the Soviet Union. In any case, Olga inherited her father's military genius and has become a force to be reckoned with. She was born and raised on the battlefield, and she's as tough as she looks. Not my ideal choice for a date.
You sound like you've met her.
No, I haven't had the pleasure. Just remember what I said. Don't turn your back on her.
Colonel, what do you know about that female soldier, Olga?
Olga Gurlukovich. Just like that guy said, she commands a Russian private army.
Do you know anything else?
Anything else?
Yeah, anything else?
Why are you concerned about her anyway?
You know.
Jack?
No, it's not like that.
I'm joking. I'll look into her for you. Good luck.
Right. Rosemary did a bit of research on that female soldier.
Olga Gurlukovich. She's the daughter of former GRU Colonel Sergei Gurlukovich. After the Federation collapsed, the colonel apparently commanded a group of mercenaries that drifted between area conflicts and civil wars. After he died, it looks like she took over control of the group. She has more notches on her gun than you do. Underestimating her prowess will get you hurt. Be careful.
He's asleep? How much longer is this guy gonna sleep? Wish I were that relaxed. He's still sleeping.
Liquid!
Huh?
Think you can shoot that thing?
Colonel, do you think the terrorist ringleader is really Solid Snake?
Yes, I do.
But during the Shadow Moses incident, Snake was a...
A hero?
Yeah.
Certainly. You went through VR training, but it is not as if the simulation is faithful to every fact. It changes people.
You too, Colonel?
Raiden, focus on the task at hand. Solid Snake is the terrorist kingpin. He is an opponent you can't underestimate. Understood? Raiden, I trust that you don't actually believe what that guy Pliskin told you, right?
I believe him. There's something about him, like an iron will. Enough to trust.
Raiden. He's not included in the simulation. Don't trust him, ever. You got it?
Roger that. Pliskin, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team's been wiped out.
Is that right?
Is that all you have to say? I thought they were your comrades.
Yeah, too bad.
Too bad. Did you know they were used as a decoy to support my infiltration?
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
Man, you are cold. They were your friends.
What do you want me to say? That you killed them? Or do you want me to say it wasn't your fault?
I just...
Listen, kid, I don't have time to wet nurse you, or provide you with a shoulder to cry on. You got a problem with your conscience, you take care of it. Don't bother me.
Hey, Pliskin, were you really a SEAL?
That's what I told you.
But
what?
nothing.
Listen, kid, you're on a mission. Thinking about anything else can get you killed.